Good morning, students. Welcome back to online classes. We were doing Unit 3, All in Good Humor. So, we were dealing with the theme of humor in this unit, and we have already finished the chapter called Boating with Friends. Here in this lesson also we saw that three friends went out boating, and out of humor they set up this idea that in a chilly morning they would take a dip in the river, and finally the writer Jerome, he jumps into the river. He accidentally goes down into the river and gets wet, and that was the story, boating with friends. And today we will be starting with our third section C, and the chapter name is A Special Request. A Special Request is a short story. It's a story with a twisted ending. With the ending is little twisted. It has elements of comedy. It has elements of humor. It uses the environment of family life and friends to narrate an incident, and the story tells about the quick wits of twins who together pull up a joke on a comedian who does not see it coming, who was not expecting to be fooled by 12-year-old twins. So that is all in the story. Now let's start reading the story. When do you have family celebrations? Tell your partner about the celebration you enjoyed the most. So when do we have celebrations? Like on special occasions like birthdays, anniversaries, and on festivals. On these occasions we have family get-togethers and family celebrations. It was the grandest family reunion. Reunion means the whole family was coming back together of the town. 5 generations of the family gathered for Jacob and Sheila Johnson's Golden Jubilee celebration. Golden Jubilee means their anniversary, golden 50th anniversary celebration was there, and the whole family, the 5 generations of the family had gathered. It was a large family. Sons, daughters, in-laws, nieces, nephews, grand and great-grandchildren, uncles, aunts, and other remotely related. Remotely means those who were distant relations were also invited. The grand family numbered 76 individuals. The youngest ones were twins of all 12 years, and the oldest was 93 years. So the oldest guest invited was 93-year-old, and the youngest were 12-year-old twins. And in total, how many guests were invited? 76 people were invited. The celebration, of course, had to match expectation. So everyone expected that it would be a great celebration. So a banquet was good. But why not make it a gala affair? Gala means grand, even bigger, by having every sort of entertainment for varying ages. Varying means different ages present. For all the different age groups, why not have different entertainment? So yes, there was something for everyone, a description of which would not be as interesting as being there in person. So the writer says that if I start describing all the items, all the people, all the things present there for the entertainment of all the guests invited, it would become boring. But it was very, very exciting to be present there in person. The highlight of the evening was the guest. Ashok Bhatt, a famous singer, a lyricist. Lyricist means one who writes songs. He also did comedy shows occasionally. Occasionally means rarely, off and on. Ravikant, Jacob's eldest son, had specially invited him because his parents loved his music. So, what better gift than to have him write a special song for them and perform it as well? So, Ravikant thought, what a better gift it could be than to invite him there and tell him to write a song for them and sing the song for them in the party also. So, the twins, their names are Sally and Srini, were especially curious about the singer-songwriter. Being the youngest, they took advantage of this exclusiveness to have a private word with him. Exclusiveness means they were the only one who could have a word with him, who could have a chat with him. And he very kindly obliged. Obliged means agreed to their request. Sally, well-mannered and intelligent, and Srini, quick-witted. Quick-witted means very quick to answer, very smart, and soft-spoken. Hit it off. Hit it off means became very famous with Ashok. Hit it off means get along with. They were going along. He was very comfortable talking to the twins immediately. He was floored by their charming innocence. Floored means very much affected, attracted towards them. Srini insisted he was 12 and Sally was 13. So, how is that possible? You are twins, Ashok asked with an incredulous smile. Incredulous means showing disbelief. That how can it be possible that you are 12 and Sally is 13? Because you are twins. You are born on the same date. You see, Sally is 12 minutes older than me. So, that's why Sally is 13 and I am 12. Srini said seriously. Ashok laughed at the kid's wit. Wit means smartness. Would he grant them a special request? Of course. He would. It was a touching request. It was a very, very humble and very touching request which they made. Please, Mr. Bhatt, we would love to see great-grandfather laugh. You are a comedian as well. Are you? Sally said in all the earnestness. All the earnestness means with all the request in his eyes. Srini added persuasion with appeal written large in his wide eyes. They all very, very humbly, very politely they requested him to make their great-grandfather laugh. Ashok began. Song after song was applauded. Applauded means praised. As he peppered them with puns. Peppered them means put some jokes and puns, one-liners. One-liners are also jokes. Riddles. Riddles means asking a little smart answered questions. पहेलियाँ पूछने लगा और वो उनको जोक सुनाने लगा, वन लाइनर सुनाने लगा. So everyone started enjoying. Everyone was applauding him, clapping for him, and they were laughing. He fired good jokes. Fired means he told good jokes and regaled them with brand new ones. Regaled them means just enriched them with more amusement, more made them more funny, made them funnier. My father, who served in the World War II, was once asked, "Did you ever kill anyone?" And he replied in a soft voice, "Probably I was the cook." Probably means maybe I was the cook. So once he said that one joke he told that my father, who served in World War II, who was in World War II, who was involved in World War II. So somebody asked him, "Did you ever kill anyone in the war?" So he replied very softly, "Maybe, because I was the cook." As a cook, he had to kill the hens and the goats and the meat. So that was the killing he was talking about. So Ravikant, I hope cooks here are under surveillance. Surveillance means observation, close watch, under supervision. Ashok said. Jacob and Johnson, an ex-serviceman himself, Jacob Johnson, an ex-serviceman himself, roared with laughter at that one. So Jacob liked his joke very much because he himself was a ex-serviceman. Ex-serviceman means he was also a retired army man. So he roared with laughter. So, all the while, Ashok kept an eye on the great-grandfather. But the old man was not moved. Moved means affected by the humor that had everyone wiping their tears or holding their sides from the ache. Ache means pain brought on by uproarious laughter. Because बहुत ज़्यादा हम हंसते हैं तो हमारे साइड में दर्द होने लगता है, पेन होने लगता है. So everyone was laughing except the great-grandfather. And Ashok's purpose was to make him laugh because that was the request made by the twins. This is such an emotional moment for everyone, he said. Even the cake is in tears. Tears means, T-I-E-R-S means the layers, the stories. So, but here we read tears. Tears means aansu. Everyone was wiping off their tears because of laughter. They started crying. Tears had come in their eyes. And Ashok cracked another joke that this is an emotional moment for everyone because even look at the cake. Cake is in tears. The children rolled on the floor laughing, and everyone was rolling on the floor because of laughter. Ashok went on till he was hoarse. Hoarse means his voice became heavy and furiously funny. But he never moved the old man. But the old man did not laugh at all. Never a ghost of a smile. Never a suspicion of moisture in the eyes. He was astounded. Astounded means very surprised that how can anyone not laugh at his such funny jokes. Fortunately for Ashok, dinner was announced. Later that evening, Ravikant offered to drive the guest entertainer home. He commented about the side-splitting songs. Side-splitting means entertaining. Very much funny songs and jokes he shared. An extra effort he put into entertain the family, and he commented Ashok that he had done a very very great job in entertaining his whole family. His songs and jokes were very funny. Everyone enjoyed a lot. Everyone had a great time. All in a day's work. All in a day's work. It's an idiom that's my job to do. That was my work to do, said Ashok, humbly accepting the praise. But I had a good reason that why I made my jokes even funnier, because I had a good reason. Those adorable twins, adorable means lovable twins, asked me to try and make great grandfather laugh. But so he told that I had a reason to be funnier because those twins had made a request to me to make the great grandfather laugh. What? Ravikant slammed the brakes and pulled over to the side. Goughing means laughing loudly. He immediately applied the brakes and he said, "What?" And he pulled over to the side. He stopped the car and parked it at a roadside, and he started laughing. Why? Why do you laugh? Is he blind or deaf? Ashok asked apologetically. Apologetically means feeling sorry that he didn't know if he was deaf or he was deaf or he was blind. If that was the case, I am sorry. Why are you laughing? He then asked. Yes, I mean no. Then Ravikant said, Yes, I mean no. I'm laughing because that was a wax model of grandpa. Now look at the twist. That's the twist. That was not real grandfather. That was a wax model of grandfather. We got it made for the family photograph. So Ashok was speechless. That was the first one for him. So he was fooled by 12-year-old twins boys for the first time. So that's the story. That's the humor. At the end, there is a twist in the end. The story takes a turn and we get the humor at the end, because throughout the story Ashok was cracking jokes, Ashok was trying to make grandfather laugh, but in the end we come to know that was not real grandfather, it was a wax statue. So that's all in the story. I hope you have understood it well. Read this chapter well and find out the word meanings. I have already told you by explaining the chapter, but if you still haven't understood, then you can find out the meanings yourself from the dictionary, or if you have any difficulty, you can message me. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.